The Attorney General's office arrested more than 150 Pennsylvanians last year for Medicaid fraud.
As we continue our Waste Watch series tonight, we're looking at one local lawmaker's plan to slow down the fraud.
And tonight, CBS 21's Andrew Klein in York with how this lawmaker says he wants to help save Pennsylvanians millions of dollars.
Well, it seems like every day we have some new scam story or fraud story, and Medicaid fraud is one of the more common ones that we see. But here in Pennsylvania, lawmakers are doing all they can to stop those fraud cases before they actually become cases.
The goal is to stop it before it happens. That's where you need to be.
Medicaid fraud happens almost every day across the United States.
It all starts because individuals have the ability to manipulate a system and set up a payment system that the government cannot figure out.
When asked about Medicaid fraud, the Department of Human Services says, quote, Medicaid fraud occurs when recipients or providers knowingly and intentionally commit an act that results in payments, benefits, or services that they otherwise wouldn't be entitled to. Examples of this include, but are not limited to, billing for services that were not rendered, altering claims or documentation, or billing for more units of service than provided, unquote.
If we figure out the root cause, what's causing it, we can close it. And once that improper payment root cause is closed, you're now closing a tool for a fraudster to go in there and manipulate the system.
DHS refers those cases to investigators like the Attorney General, whose office says it recovered more than $11 million in Medicaid fraud last year. But Representative Seth Grove says that is just a sliver of the money lost to fraudsters.
The department itself has hundreds of millions of dollars of improper payments every single year, and that's something Congress and DOJ, they're looking at. Now, an improper payment can be fraud, but it's also sending too much money, sending the wrong amount of money, or sending too much money to individuals.
Grove and his team are creating new legislation to slow down fraudsters before they have a chance to do their work. This plan includes creating rules for government individuals to ensure cross-checks before sending out payments to potential fraudsters.
Let's make sure that we've done our due diligence to make sure that person is alive, living in this state, you know.
And at the end of the day, Grove says it all comes down to accountability, and him and his team are working to find somebody to be accountable and to crack down on those fraud cases. In York, Andrew Klein, CBS 21 News.